Hey guys, Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It's New Comic Day for the week of April 12th, and we're going to get started right now. This episode brought to you by Paul and Tim Do a Thing. We do a thing.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of new content coming up there. There's like 4 videos coming out a week, 5 videos coming out a week. We've done a lot.
It's too many.
So yeah, check it out. Links in the description down below.
Hey guys, Tim from Capes and Scowls, the comic book store, Team Ashen, and Paul and Tim Do a Thing. And I'm going to talk about these trades. You ready? We've got Abe Sapien, Dark and Terrible, Volume 2. These huge volumes are really just the best way to do any of the Hellboy stuff. We got Nita Hawes, Nightmare Blog. This is on Volume 2. Weird, creepy kind of book. Missing You. This just looks like a delight. It's from Oni Press. Fairy tale kind of story. We got Nova. This is a collection of the earlier Sam Alexander stuff, including his first appearance. We've got Marvel Masterworks, Journey into Mystery. I don't know which volume this is, but it's issues 110 to 119. Which is fun. Thor fighting the Hulk. Legend of Korra, Omnibus. I guess this is the only one. As far as Omnibus, probably collects. She didn't have as many of those smaller volumes like Avatar did. Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. Issues 1 through 6, as well as a special issue. Ghost Rider, Volume 2 of the new series, with that lovely character. What was his name? Exhaust or something? I don't remember. Gwar, because Gwar's great. This is not the first Gwar comic, which also makes my heart very happy. Superman, Son of Kal-El. This has already been out in hardcover, but now it's in soft format as well. Top 10 Compendium. A big old Alan Moore book. It's got some heft to it. You can't kill a man with it, sad to say. But it does have some cool Xander canon art in it, which I do enjoy. We've got Future State Gotham. This is up to Volume 3. I like that this is kept going out of all the Future State stuff. Batman Detective Comics hardcover Volume 4. Some Riddler stories in there. We only find them when they're dead. We sure do. This is Volume 3. This was a fun one at the beginning. I didn't stick with it, though. I don't stick with anything. Elixir. This looks really cool. The art in this is very, like Darwin Cook, like minimalistic, but like awesome. So I might check this out. And then finally, I've got Gun Honey, the newest Gun Honey. It actually has 2 different covers. Same book, though. And Gun Honey, Blood for Blood mini. Which, I enjoy Gun Honey. I like all the hard case crime stuffs. Even when they get a little weird, I still kind of like them.
I was on a roll today. I did a bunch of stuff. So we got 3 books. It's okay.
Boo!
First up,
It's a weird reaction.
That is a very weird reaction.
Boo!
Boom, new content. Like,
yeah, lame.
Got Dark Ride issue number 5. This is the new arc on the series. A lot of craziness has happened. If you don't know what Dark Ride is basically what happens if Walt Disney was actually a psychopath that made a deal with the devil and created an evil horror theme park. And some people will be like, well, that's already Disney World. No, it's horror themed. A lot has happened. We are now dealing with the son trying to kind of fix what is going on, trying to figure out what's happening, because the evil that has been unleashed by his father is now starting to seep into his life, and it is affecting him negatively for the first time ever, because he always was the favored son, and now those things are now starting to come to a head, and he has a new ally, and they start digging deeper into the theme park, and things just go bad. So, amazing series. Really interesting horror twists and turns and all that kind of stuff. So, definitely check this out.
All right, first up for me, I've got Phantom Road, issue 2. Still a very strange book. We get some answers in this, but not a ton. Basically, what we're told, if we're to believe the person telling us, is this... the truck driver is going down the road. He ends up in kind of a cross plane in between 2 different places. And the thing that caused the accident that he threw into the back of the truck, he needs to deliver it to a specific place so that he can kind of get out of this. Once he does the delivery, the thought is he'll be able to leave and go back home. You get a little bit more explanation of what is going on with the different planes. You have some really cool back and forth as far as that goes. I don't want to spoil too much. There's not a ton of meat on this. Like, this is going to be a weird, slow burn kind of story. But if you enjoyed the first one, more of the same, you should enjoy this.
What's going on, my fellow entertainment aficionados? My name is Matt of the Comic Book Store and Capes and Scowls fame. And this week, I'm here with a new number one. This week, I have World Tree from James Tynan and our friends over at Image Comics. This week, went with a new number one. It is World Tree. It is much like Junkrabbit in that there's a lot of real-world elements that take place in this book that directly and very severely affect our future. This one takes it a little different approach to it. It's more like malware, computer virus type of thing that gets introduced to the World Wide Web. It takes about a year for it to take effect, and we're pretty much seeing the after effects of it in this story. We're seeing the way that young people are literally being controlled by the internet. There's no sort of metaphor there. It's just people are literally being taken over and mind controlled by the internet. If you like weird, if you like James Tynan, I say check it out. World Tree by Image Comics.
Next up, we have Exorcist Never Die, issue number 1, Steve Orlando. Steve Orlando good. This is a pair of exorcists. Think like Kung Fu meets Exorcism. And that's kind of what this is. It is a pair of exorcists that are at the top of a skyscraper as they work their way down, which is actually a portal to hell. And they are trying to stop an auction of human souls and have to fight their way through demons and possessed beings and all that kind of stuff as they try to fight the 7 deadly sins. So, yeah, that's a lot. There's a ton. This is really good, interesting writing. The flashbacks here and there really kind of tell a story, and you get some really interesting stuff through here. It's a fun read. I don't know if this is a mini or whatever, but, I mean, lots of punching, lots of kicking, and some interesting stories in between. So check it out.
And my pick of the week this week is Clear number 2 from Dark Horse Comics, we think. It was good. It was good. This one's only got 3 issues. There's not much to buy. So it's a great jumping on point. You're smack dab in the middle. This pretty much just picks up where we left off first issue. There's a fleshed out world in the not so distant future. People are trying to forget about their problems, but rather than using substances and money, they use images and whatever they would use as money. Clear number 2, Scott Snyder, Francis Manapul. Very, very cool storyline. It definitely sets it up for an epic finale next month. So check it out while you can, while it's still on shelves. Clear number 2.
What is my pick of the week? It's Little Monsters, because, I mean, Little Monsters is good, and we were only one issue away from the end of Little Monsters. So, yeah, the battle lines are drawn, and things go really, really, really badly for some of our heroes, some of our villains, and some of our antagonists. Let's put it that way. I don't really want to tell you what goes on here and there, but this really does feel like it is drawing to a very climactic and very sad ending. So, like, I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know how things are going to shake out. But, man, this is feeling like Attack on Titans. Don't get too caught up on who's going to survive this book, because we don't know now. We definitely don't know. And it's probably not who you think it is. So, one more issue. Let's see where this ride takes us. I love this book so much. You should definitely check it out. You can check out the first trade, and the second trade will probably be out in like 2 months if you haven't been already. So definitely grab this.
And finally, it's time for my pick of the week. Paul, do you know what my pick of the week is?
No, you never do.
That's right, you don't. It's Star Wars Ewoks number 1.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, it's the Ewoks, buddy. 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Ewoks.
I saw that in theaters.
Yeah. I remember seeing it in the theater, but I don't think I saw it when it first came out. Maybe there was
when it first came out.
Yeah, I would have been really young. I thought about this the other day. I was like, man, I remember seeing that in the theater, but not like... I was little. Yeah, they must have done a re-release or special feature or something.
Well, they did in the 90s.
Yeah, but that's not what I remember. I remember being young and watching it.
Well, back then, like, movies didn't go out of the theater.
That's true.
year, 2 years.
So maybe I did.
You made it.
I was wondering. I was like, I swore I saw that in the theater, but then it wasn't adding up.
Or one of those like dollar theaters.
Oh, sure, it could have been that.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Ewoks, everybody. I didn't know what I was gonna get because I remember recently playing the newer Star Wars game. The Ewoks are terrifying to have to deal with if you're a stormtrooper. Very, very violent little suckers when they need to be. So this is a bunch of different stories being told over the campfire. There's no words. There's pretty much no words. There's sound effects. It's different Ewoks telling different stories. Some of them are very inspirational, happy stories. I'd say the bulk of it is that story. Then we get a really grisly, gruesome kind of story to bring us back down after that. And then just like kind of a cool, regular Star Wars kind of story. That does tie in a little bit to Return of the Jedi specifically. There's a bunch of different stuff happening here, but I like the variety. And I like the first story was probably my favorite, the happy one, because let's just have a happy story for once, you know, to calm down after some of the garbage we always read, you know. I enjoyed it a bunch. I like the variety. I think you'll like it too. Star Wars is fun. This is a good one to just jump into. Alright guys, that is it. Thank you for making it through the video and hanging with us. New videos forever on Fridays. There's a lot of gaming content that'll be coming out. There is a new Campfire Ashes this week as well. Also, I got stuff going on with Tapes and Scowls, which will appear on the Superliminal Films YouTube page as well. If you want to head over there, you can see how ugly we are when we're doing those videos. It's a great time. And that's about it. You know, we have fun here. Paul's having fun. You guys seem to like Matt for some reason. That's pretty cool, I guess. And, yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm good. I'm ready to leave.